In this video, I'm comparing the specs of the Google Pixel 6 and the Apple iPhone 13. These are two new powerful devices, one from Google, one from Apple. Let's go ahead and see what the differences are, and you make the decision on which one is better, and I will also give you my opinion on which one is better. Let's go ahead and get started. So, boring stuff. 5G, that's the standard now. Both of these have 5G, so fast speeds on both of these phones, fast downloads, no buffering on videos. Everything's going to be fast when it comes to data, but honestly, it's not such a big deal because most day-to-day apps and things we do on our phones don't require 5G. Sending messages, maps. This is really only going to be good when you're downloading big quality, heavy 4K files and videos and you want them super quick. But for streaming video, anything under 4K will be totally fine. Twitter, an email, just regular stuff like that. You don't need 5G, but it's there. That's the standard now. Next is the overall size. The Pixel 6 is a little bit bigger. And it's a little bit heavier. The Pixel 6 is 6.2 inches tall, almost 3 inches wide, 0.35 inches thick. iPhone 13 is 5.7 inches tall, 2.8 inches wide, and 0.3 inches thick. So overall, bigger device is the Pixel 6. Weight-wise, heavier, 7.3 ounces versus the 6.1 ounces on the iPhone 13. So yeah, the Pixel 6 is a way heavier device. It might be a problem for some people. Build quality, both of these are great build quality phones. Glass front, glass back, aluminum frame on the Pixel 6. iPhone 13, glass front, glass back, aluminum frame. So yeah, these are both quality, build quality devices. Next is dust and water resistance. You have IP68 on both of these phones. The Pixel 6 is 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. The iPhone 13 is 6 meters for 30 minutes. The better water resistant phone is going to be the iPhone. Both of these have nano SIM cards and eSIM technology. So that's great. That's a very underrated feature, I think. Not available in a lot of other devices. Display. The Pixel 6 has an AMOLED 90 Hz display. The iPhone has a Super Retina 60 Hz display. So the overall better refresh rate, smoother scrolling is the Pixel 6. Overall screen size, the Pixel 6 has a bigger 6.4 inch display versus the 6.1 inch on the iPhone 13. Both of these have similar resolutions. They're both about 1080p displays. PPI is almost the same, 411 on the Pixel 6. A little bit better on the iPhone is 460 PPI. And you also get the always-on display on the Pixel 6. Software, you get the newest Android 12 on the Pixel, iOS 15, the newest version of iOS on the iPhone 13. And the great thing now about the Pixels is that it's going to get around 5 years of updates, so it's going to be on par with Apple. Apple gets around 5 to 6, so they're getting real close now between Pixels and iPhones in terms of getting the newest software updates for several years. Chipset-wise, both are powerful chipsets. The Pixel has the new Google Tensor chip. It's made by Google, it's from Google. The Apple A15 Bionic on the iPhone 13 is made by Apple, obviously. And both of these are very powerful chipsets, the best in the business. Now for internal storage, both of these start off at 128 gigs, and there's no internal card slot, or there's no external card slot expansion. 120 gigs is great for most people. I don't see any problems right there. Camera systems, both of these are going to have great cameras. 50 megapixel main shooter on the Pixel versus 12 megapixel main shooter on the iPhone. 12 megapixel ultra wide on the Pixel, 12 megapixels on the ultra wide, and they're both shooting 4K. Yes, there's going to be some differences here and there, but yeah, both of these phones are great, both shooting 4K. Portrait videos, bokeh shots, all that good stuff is going to be available on both of these cameras. So yeah, hardware wise, the cameras are going to be great on both of these devices. Selfie cameras, Pixel 6 has 8 megapixel shooter, iPhone 13 12 megapixel shooter. Only 1080p on the Pixel, 4K on the iPhone, so a little bit of an edge on the selfie camera for the iPhone. Neither of these have a headphone jack, but they both come with stereo speakers, so that's on par. Bluetooth, Pixel has 5.2, iPhone 5.0. Both of these are going to be good paired with your headphones, your smartwatches, speakers, all that good stuff. Both have NFC, USB Type-C on the Pixel, Lightning port on the iPhone. Unlocking the device, they use different ways of unlocking. You get fingerprint under the display on the Pixel. You got Face ID on the iPhone 13. Both are great ways to unlock your device. Both are reliable and speedy, but I'm going to give the edge probably to Face ID. You know, your fingerprint might be a little bit, you know, finicky here and there, so I'm going to give the edge mostly to Face ID. Battery life, both of these offer great battery life, although the sizes are different. The Pixel has a 4600 milliamp battery versus the 3200 milliamp battery on the iPhone 13, but don't let that fool you. Both of these, I mean, just simply having a bigger battery on the Pixel is going to give it all-day battery life. The iPhone 13 uses a lot more than just having a big battery. I mean, it's an average size, but when you combine it with the software, you combine it with the chip, all that stuff is going to make it just feel a lot better with battery life. Both have fast charging. You got 30 watts on the Pixel, 23 watts on the iPhone. They'll both give you around 50% charge in 30 minutes. Now you have fast wireless charging at 21 watts on the Pixel. You got MagSafe wireless charging at 15 watts on the iPhone, so faster wireless charging on the Pixel. We got reverse wireless charging on the Pixel, which is not offered on the iPhone. But yeah, both of these are on par with battery life and the charging mechanisms, but a little bit faster on the Pixel. Now the last spec is going to be the price, and the Pixel 6 keeps it very competitive. The price is only $600. The iPhone is $800, but you know, you always got to pay that tax. So I'm just going to use 10%. That's not kind of on the higher end, especially where I'm from in the Chicago area. So if you're paying for 2 years on these devices, the Pixel 6 is going to give you, with taxes included, should be around $28 for 2 years, $28 per month. And the iPhone is going to be around $3,700 or $37 per month for 24 months. It's going to be $80 on the iPhone with the tax, $660 for the Pixel 6. But that's just, I'm including that on the high end of taxes here in the US in my area. So yeah, 28 versus 37 per month for 2 years. That's the typical. But yeah, you're saving money on the Pixel 6. This is the real first model of Pixels that are going head to head with Apple when it has its custom chips. It feels premium and it gets, you know, at least 5 years of updates, and it's cheaper. So it's competing real good with the iPhone 13. But yeah, both of these are going to be great devices. Pixel 6 kind of fails in the department constantly. Since it's running Android, it's not going to have one of those built-in apps that are available on the software side of Apple. And for example, specifically, I'm talking about iMessage, AirDrop, FaceTime, and iMovie specifically. So that means a lot. If you're into content creation, the Pixel 6, you're going to need another device to edit your video and make videos. The iPhone has iMessage, or iMovie, and it's free. And the camera system, you put that all together, you get a great experience right out of the box. Pixel 6, you got to pay a little bit extra if you want to edit videos on the device itself. And it's a shame because the cameras and the videos and the pictures and all that is going to be real good when you're taking it on the Pixel 6. But when you want to actually make something with it, you know, a production, a project, it's not going to be easy, and you still probably have to pay for an app to give you all the options that are found free on iMovie. So that's something to consider. But everything else, all your apps, all your regular stuff, your daily activities, maps, social media, games, everything, both of these phones will do the job perfectly. It's just those little things here and there between iOS and Android. But hardware wise, It has all the check marks on both of these devices, and it's sweet that the Pixel 6 is a little bit cheaper. So both of these are good. Just consider that those iOS only applications, that's the only difference here. And then you're paying a little bit more for it on the iPhone 13. So there you go, guys. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.